been nearly 6 years since Link graced the console scene in Twilight Princess for the Wii, but he's all set to return for what should be the console's swan song in The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. We've burned through the first few hours, trekking through Faron Woods, an Elden volcano, and fighting our way through the Skyview and Earth temples, but it's easy to see we've only scratched the surface. Link's latest adventure begins high above in the land of Skyloft, where the soon-to-be hero is getting ready for a big event. After dealing with a minor setback, Link and his companion Bird compete in the wing ceremony and emerge victorious. This comes as no surprise to your childhood friend Zelda, who joins up with you for what appears to be a date. But before things get too romantic, a tornado appears, hurling Zelda below the clouds. After being confronted by a mysterious figure named Fi, Link gears up for his quest to save Zelda from the world below. While Twilight Princess first introduced a gesture-based combat scheme for the series, Skyward Sword takes it to a new level. Link can swing vertically, horizontally, and diagonally with increased precision. The nunchuck controls your shield, allowing Link to perform shield bashes to reflect projectiles or parry enemy attacks. Just be warned, your shield can break if you're not careful, but you can enhance it along with other key items if you have enough raw materials and rupees by visiting a blacksmith. The combat is something that may have been a concern for some, but it's worked as advertised thus far. Other items also make use of the Motion Plus peripheral. So far we've been able to tilt the controller to steer a flying beetle, toss and roll bombs with greater accuracy, and knock down targets with a slingshot. All of these are held within your adventure pouch, which contains a finite amount of slots for certain gear like your shield or potions. You can purchase extra slots for a price, or place excess items into storage and retrieve them later. Switching out these items is done in real time without interrupting the action, using a simple flick of the controller. Your primary method of transportation is flying through the skies on your loft wing, which is controlled exclusively with motion controls. You simply make a flapping motion to fly higher and tilt the controller to steer. When you're ready to dismount, you simply dive off and use the sailcloth to land safely. To get below the clouds, you just perform a dive over an opening. From what we've seen so far, the sky is made up of tiny islands, much like Great Sea in the Wind Waker, but the land below is a more traditional overworld, though zones are not connected. You'll have to go back to the sky and travel to a new drop zone if you want to move locations. There are several new mechanics introduced in Skyward Sword, including the stamina gauge. Link uses up stamina when he performs strenuous activities like running around, so you'll have to stop to catch your breath every now and then. If you completely run out of stamina, you'll be left defenseless. The other major new addition is the dowsing mechanic, which allows your sword to become a virtual compass, pointing you in the direction of an object or item you seek. The world in Skyward Sword can be a bit intimidating, but you've got several in-game aids to help you along your journey. Your traveling companion Fi will give you hints or remind you of your current objective, and if that's not enough to get by, you can always consult a Sheikah Stone. Just like an Ocarina of Time 3D, these talking stones will show you short hint videos related to current or past objectives. Both are completely optional, and if you're feeling like a pro, you can even tweak the user interface to reduce the on-screen clutter. Does Skyward Sword live up to our lofty expectations? Find out in our full review next Friday.